Is it working? Got the notification. I'll wait for people to come in. It's probably super delayed. There are some people. Okay. Cool. All right. It's finally back. Okay, I haven't I haven't done a Q&A live stream in a very long time. And it's because my internet's just not been working and it hasn't had the right output settings. So I guess now it's working. Cool. All right. I'm just going to give it a few seconds. Just do some geez. See, the channel has grown a lot since the last time I've done this, so there's a lot of new people here. But for anyone who doesn't know, this is a Q&A live stream. Basically what we do, we just talk. You guys ask questions. I answer them. Right now there's a lot to talk about because it's like we're in the middle of award season. So we're going to get into like the Golden Globes. We're going to get into probably whatever's relevant right now, maybe Marriage Story. Shit, we'll just mess around. 232 viewers. Oh man. All right, cool. Yeah, this is based loosely off of Fantano's thing for those who don't know. So, Julia is a good example. If you ask a super chat, I'm guaranteed to answer it. Hopefully, depending on how many we get. But that's how it's gonna go. So, let me just adjust this real quick, so that I can see everything. Okay, that did not fix it. One sec. I'm gonna put this. Where's the other thing? I'm gonna put this over here. There we go. All right. Did that fix it? Cool. We're just gonna leave it like this. But Julia asks, "Did you dye your hair after seeing Zac Efron in Beach Bum?" Okay. No. I dyed my hair because I just felt like it to answer all the questions. I just wanted to switch things up. Thank you for the $5 though. But Beach Bum's really good. It's been forgotten a lot this season, so that's my thoughts on that. Let me just I want to make sure this is running nicely. There. I'll put this over here. Cool. Cool. Just making sure everything's good. Hello, everybody. I would say hi to everyone, but just getting used to this new setup. They changed the live thing, so. But what's your favorite Stanley Kubrick film? Probably 2001. Yeah. Can you breathe air? Please answer. Yes, I can breathe air. Favorite movie of 2019? I'm not answering that yet because that is for my top 10 of 2019 video, which I still don't really know what the list is, to be honest. Favorite Nolan film? Probably, I don't know. I really liked Memento. What year are you in for film school? I'm a senior at DePaul. Favorite Ingmar Bergman film? Probably The Seventh Seal. No, Autumn Sonata. Are you excited for 1917? Yes. There are like a few films left that I have to see before I can put together that list. One of them is Little Women, which I'm seeing this Monday. The other is 1917. The other is Cats. And Dark Waters, which I'm seeing tomorrow, hopefully. Worst movie you have ever seen? Probably, what's it called? Swiped, which Noah Centineo is in. Doorman or Deal with It? Probably Doorman. to be honest. Can you do a Polar Express review, and do you like it? I do not like the Polar Express that much, if I'm being completely honest. I don't think I'll do a review on it. But I want to do a Christmas special. I did one last year, but I don't think I can do one this year. I don't know what to say. Sweet. Matthew, thank you so much. Thoughts on Lost in Translation? I have never finished that film, so I feel weird giving a... I'll get to that in a second. I can't really give an opinion on it. But thank you, Foot, for the $2. What streaming app are you using? I'm using OBS. Appreciate it. But yeah, I'm going to check out Lost in Translation again soon. Angus, Vids, thank you so much. You can challenge any other movie reviewer on the site to a fist fight. Who are you fighting? Let me just say before I answer this that this isn't about, like, hate. This isn't because I want to fight them. It's just, I'm thinking of who would... That one guy that Chris Stuckman hangs out with, he would beat my ass. He would destroy me. He looks like a very buff dude. But, you know what? I think me and Ralph are on the same level of, physically. So, you know, I think that would be an interesting fight. Lauren, thank you so much. What did you think of Euphoria getting snubbed at the Golden Globes? I'm pretty disappointed, and I'm surprised. You know, I've been keeping track more of, like, movies than I have TV shows, so I kind of forgot about it and everything that I've watched this year in terms of TV, but I was just like, why? Like, it was great. So yeah, that was weird, I will admit. 417 viewers. What the hell is going on? Why did I take a bite right as I was about to speak? You should do a Christmas film tier list. Maybe. I missed the tier list trend. That was easy views, and I missed out on that. Yoshi Maniac, what's up? Favorite David Lynch? Mulholland Drive, probably. Let's see. Favorite Netflix show? Probably Stranger Things. I don't watch a lot of Netflix, to be honest. My fork! Alright, we're eating this with our hands. What's up, Jace? Thank you so much for the $5. Who would win in a fight, you or Adam Driver? Adam Driver would kill me. Are you out of your mind? But thank you so much for the super chat. Grand Shock Trooper, thank you so much. Will you watch The Fall 2006 soon? Because I'd totally send you a Blu-ray if you need it. Yeah, I'll check it out. Speaking of The Fall, I just watched the new short film The Fall, directed by Jonathan Glazer. I did not see it in theaters, but I really liked it. I liked how that was shot. But I will check out that as well. Will your original hair come back? Yes, eventually. Even though I have very strong urges to, re-dye it. When will Keychain drop? For those who don't know, because this is kind of only a Twitter thing, make sure to follow me on Twitter. I'm going to type my Twitter in the... You guys should all follow me on Twitter. I'm trying to get up that social media clout. But I have a short film that I just recently directed. It's called Keychain, and it should be coming out soon. Well, we're still in the post-production process, but yeah. Have you seen The Art of Self-Defense or Primal? Thank you so much, Allie. I have not seen either of those, but I do want to check out The Art of Self-Defense very badly. But thank you so much. Chase, thank you. Favorite Aronofsky film? There are wrong answers. I guess Requiem for a Dream, in my opinion. What about Speed Racer? Speed Racer's great. What's your favorite Office season? I'm going to just go ahead and say 3. I think it's pretty good. Have you watched Ford v Ferrari? I have. I talked about it briefly in my What I Watched in November video. It was good. It was average. I don't know. I don't have as much to say about it as I would like, I guess is one way I'll put it. Did you like the album Ginger? Yes, I did. I just tweeted out my top 10 albums of the year list. That's not a YouTube thing that I'm going to share on here, but yeah. Can I ask you a question? Go ahead. Why do you think the Goldfinch flopped? Lack of promotion, bad reviews, just didn't seem like a go-to movie, I guess. My Rich Life, thank you. Adam Driver singing Being Alive. Did it draw you in or take you out of the film? I'm nervous for his upcoming musical. It drew me in. And I owe that a lot to just the fact that it's a one take, just the fact that it's at that point in the film. I think that's a very powerful scene. I love that scene. I know a lot of people don't. And I guess that's one where I understand. I understand why it kind of might take people out. Where can I watch Keychain? I don't know. I will see what happens. I'm going to submit it to festivals. So I'll see how that goes, and then we'll work from there. How about that? Let's see. Cool. Favorite Wes Anderson film? Fantastic Mr. Fox. Are You Dead? No. Would you wrestle a baboon? No. No. Have you seen the Fargo series? Thoughts? If so, I have not. But my friends work on it, which is cool. That's nice. Thoughts on Willem Dafoe not getting nominated for The Lighthouse? I can already tell that's going to be the most disappointing part of this award season. I'm not looking forward to being angry about that. What are your thoughts on Prisoners? I really like it. I watched it this last spring, and I had a great time. Iris, thank you so much for the $2. Do you recommend being a film major? What I'm going to say is, like, if you love film, if it's something that you really like, you can't see yourself doing anything else with your life, yeah, go for it. But I also think it's, like, if you already have the connections and you know how to make films and you have the resources at that point, before going to college, which is pretty rare, branch out and take other classes and learn other things, because, yeah, I think it's beneficial in the long run. Who do you think will win Best Director this year? Thank you so much, Lewis. Probably Martin Scorsese, and I'm not necessarily upset about that. I think The Irishman is amazing, so I would be totally happy with that. Because it must have been crazy to direct. Thank you so much. Just making sure I didn't skip anybody. Have you ever watched Doctor Who? I haven't. I was never one of those kids. Thoughts on The Good Place, final episode. Have not seen any of The Good Place. What film would you recommend to a friend who doesn't like movies? That's a tough question. It depends on what you're trying to get out of it. Like, if you want them to start watching movies, or you just want you want to show them a movie you really like, I guess Godzilla. Not Godzilla. Why did I say Godzilla? I'm trying to think of, I don't know, just something fun. Did you consider regular college over film school? No, it was never an option. I'm trying to figure out why I said Godzilla. Nothing that was, I was thinking of, like, her and, like, some Wes Anderson film, and for some reason Godzilla came out. I'm just still on that. What you eating? I'm eating broccoli. Would you be up to guesting on Sardonicast? Yes, of course. Best movie theater experience you've ever had? Mitchell, thank you so much. I'm trying to think. It would probably be at, like, a festival. The most memorable, when I saw Force Awakens, that was pretty fun. That was a lot of fun. Even though I wasn't, like, a diehard Star Wars fan, I was still having a good time with it. Yeah. That or The Hateful Eight was a lot of fun because of the whole 70mm experience, which those both happened in, like, the span of a week. So that was a great week. How many kilos of cocaine was snorted in the Wolf of Wall? I don't know. Can we see your hoodie? Yes. It's a, move my leg. It's a Slow Tie hoodie. It says, Save the World, Listen to Slow Tie. He put out the best album of this year. And if you haven't heard his stuff, you should check it out. Are you more excited for Dune or Tenet? Probably Dune. Because I've loved more from Denis Villeneuve than I have Christopher Nolan, to be honest. I'm excited for both, obviously, but I think Dune. The fact that we're getting like a new Denis Villeneuve movie is very exciting. Favorite Villeneuve film? Probably Arrival. What was the film that got you into movies? People ask this all the time, and I would just say American Beauty, probably. Do you like Animal Crossing? Yes. Who doesn't love Animal Crossing? I'm very excited for the new one. Carson, would you go bungee jumping? Yeah, I would love to go bungee jumping. How do you balance school and watching so many movies? Well, right now I'm not in school. Right now I'm on break. One second. So I have a little bit more time, but I'm actually more busy now than I was during school. But I go to school during the day and I do work when I get home. And if I have time before going to bed, I watch a movie. And my classes start pretty late, so maybe sometimes I watch one in the morning. Sometimes I can do one in the morning and at the end of the day. So it just depends. I've never had problems squeezing in watching films. Besides this week. This week has been busy, but yeah. Parasite or Roma? Parasite. What are your thoughts on Kill Bill 3? Is that a thing that's happening? I didn't know about that. Worst film of the year so far? Probably The Lion King. Have you watched The Untouchables? No. Thoughts on the 1975? I've never heard one of their songs before. Angelica, thank you so much. Favorite movie soundtrack of 2019? Probably Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, or the fact that that's my go-to says it probably is. But the other is shit. I had an answer. Does Euphoria count? That's a TV show, but I love that soundtrack. I'm just gonna say Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and Euphoria. Yeah. Orlando, thank you so much. Thoughts on The French Dispatch? I'm super excited. Number one tip for analyzing a movie: try to just be very honest. Think as honest as possible. Malik, thank you so much for the $1.99 tips for starting solo podcasts about film/film making. That's pretty tough. You should just try to have like consistent guests on. Trust me, I say it's tough because when I was a freshman in college, I had a solo podcast that I didn't have a YouTube channel at the time. It was just me. I was trying to mimic like comedians when they have solo but like it's not possible when you are not like good at that. But maybe you're great at that. So give it a shot, see how it goes, but have a structure prepared, I guess, and have lots of guests, whoever you can find. Benny, thank you so much. Have you read Just Kids by Patti Smith? No, I have not. But thank you so much. I will make sure to check it out. Thoughts on Holy Mountain? I really like that film. Yeah. I mean, I've only watched 2 Jodorowsky films, but I really like The Holy Mountain. Don't like El Topo as much. Favorite A24 movie? Probably Moonlight. Boogie Nights or Magnolia? Boogie Nights, because I haven't seen Magnolia. Have you seen the movie Four Lions? Yes, I think it's one of the best comedies of the... Did it come out this decade? I don't know, but it's one of my favorite comedies. Have you seen The Sopranos? I've seen one episode in a TV class, but have not, unfortunately. Thoughts on Nimic? That's the... What is that? That's a short film, right? I'm thinking of... God damn, I'm forgetting. That's not Tom York's thing. That's Amina. What's Nimic? You guys will remind me in the chat, but I forgot. Thoughts on Uncut Gems? Does Adam Sandler deserve a nomination? 100%. I don't think he should win, but I think he deserves a nomination. How do you get early screenings? Thank you so much, Christopher. Did I answer this one? Oh, thank you so much. How do I get early screenings? I am part of an email list called advancedscreenings.com. You just go there and they have a sign up. And recently I've been more on the lookout for them. You get the email list and they send you every time there's an advanced screening. And if you're there right as the email is sent, you can click on the link and hopefully grab passes. And then after that, you have to show up early, like 2 hours to an hour and a half early to get the seats. And then you get to see the movie. So it's a process if you want to see it, unless you're press, and I'm trying to get press someday. But yeah, I've usually not been too good at it because I'm not checking my emails as much. But now that it's award season, I'm like constantly seeing if there's one for 1917 or Little Women or Cats. Yeah, I have one for Little Women coming up, but could not secure one for 1917. But that's how it is. Anyone can do it. It's advancedscreenings.com. You just have to be quick. I lost one. Jen 3000, thank you so much. Thoughts on The Big Lebowski? I watched that in high school and really loved it. Have not seen it in a while, but I really like it. It's a very weird movie. It's not my favorite Coen Brothers, but yeah. Anomalisa or Marriage Story? That's a weird comparison, but I would say Marriage Story for me. Did you watch any Monty Python movies? I have never seen any Monty Python movies, to be honest. My friends tried putting me onto it once. Before I get to that, let me just check if I missed any. Cool. Alex, thank you so much. Thoughts on epic fantasy TV show War II replace Game of Thrones? I have not seen Game of Thrones, and I have not seen whatever that other thing is, so I couldn't tell you, but thank you so much. Endgame or Infinity War? Infinity War. Thoughts on Clockwork Orange? Not my favorite. This is exactly what I said for Eyes Wide Shut. It's not my favorite Stanley Kubrick film, but it's still pretty great. I love the way it looks. The production design is top notch. What school do you go to? DePaul. Will you ever make a favorites list, as in a favorites of all time? Probably not, unless maybe once if I ever hit 1 million subscribers, then I will. That's not happening anytime soon though, and yeah, I'm always watching new shit, and that list is changing, so it's gonna have to be somewhere down the line. But a favorites of 2019 list is coming very soon, and I'm probably not going to make a favorites of the decade list either. Just a heads up. Taylor, thank you so much. Why is Apocalypse Now not a 5-star? It's just it's a 9. It's like very close to a 5-star, but I really liked what it was in the first half, and I really loved what it turned into the second half. I just wish it was like, I don't know what I want more from it, but I want something else from it. I didn't connect to it as much as I guess I would want to, and I don't like that being like the only thing that you should aim for in a film, because I think there are films where you don't connect to something that are great, but that's one I haven't really thought of. I just, usually when I see a 5-star film, I'm like, I know. And there's not much wrong with Apocalypse Now, but yeah, I don't know. It's just not a 5 for me. I can't find that connection. And that's not at the fault of the filmmaker. But thank you so much. Let's see. God, this new... Okay. Let's not spam the chat. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. I don't like this new live stream dashboard, to be honest. What's your favorite Bong Joon-ho film? Parasite. What's your favorite? Okay. All right. Favorite Coen Brothers film? Probably... it's always been Fargo, but I just watched Inside Llewyn Davis, and now they're pretty much neck and neck. I think Inside Llewyn Davis is like very good. I think that is a very smart film. A very unique film. 500 viewers, Jesus Christ. What was the best year for movies? I say 1994. I don't keep track of that as much as I should, I guess. But I guess this year's been a good year, so. I didn't really think that Laura Dern's performance was as good as people are saying, but it is getting lots of nominations and love. What am I missing? I don't know what you're missing. It was pretty hilarious. She was, I guess there's nothing that deep to it, if that's what you're looking for. And that's a weird word to use to describe it, but it's just a really great, in my opinion, every time she's on the screen, you're hooked, So. That's what I love about that performance. She's hilarious, but she's also like not she's likable but dislikable at the same time. I think she's just a very interesting character in that film. The film studio, thank you so much. Do you like Star Wars? If so, which is your favorite? I like Star Wars. I haven't seen all the prequels or Return of the Jedi, so I can't really say I love Star Wars or that I'm like a diehard fan. I I watched my first Star Wars film back when The Force Awakens was coming out. I just never caught on to the craze, and I still haven't really, but I think they're fun, and I'm excited for the new one. But my favorite is probably I like A New Hope a lot. Yeah, I don't think that might be a basic answer, but I just really like A New Hope and Force Awakens, which is just another version of A New Hope. Angelo, thank you so much. How's Keychain going? Keychain's going great. We're in the post-production process. I'm almost done with creating an assembly, and then I'm going to send it over to my boy Aaron to do some sound mixing, and after that we're going to send it over to color, and then hopefully submit it to some places and see how that goes, and then eventually it'll be online, or however we are able to put it out. Yeah, that's how it's going. Just making sure I didn't miss anyone, which I did. Okay. Taylor, thank you again. Thoughts on Rear Window? That is my favorite Hitchcock film. That is a fantastic film. I love Rear Window. I would love to talk about it a little bit more in depth someday. But if you haven't seen it, check it out. That's my favorite from Hitchcock. Willie, thank you so much. Best acting performance of the decade, by the way. Love you. Thank you, Willie. That's a good question. I haven't thought about it a lot. I love this isn't the answer, I don't think, but I love Joaquin Phoenix in You Were Never Really Here. That is a killer performance. That's the first one that comes to mind, but I don't know if that's it. Right now I'm just going back like each year to see which my favorite was of each year. What was 2016? I'm trying to remember. It wasn't Ryan Gosling. Who even won in 2016? My favorite last year was Ethan Hawke. 2017 was Timmy. 2016, I don't know. No idea. But I'm gonna think on that. Angelo, thank you. Oh, I already answered that. Thank you so much again, though. It's going to buffer, and I'm going to probably miss another one. Okay, there's that one. God, I hate this new format. Still, Stolehouse, thank you so much for the $4. Thoughts on Blue Valentine? I have not seen it yet, but that's one that's been on my watch list for a while. But, yeah, been meaning to check it out. Thank you so much. Have you watched the movie It's Such a Beautiful Day? That's the animated one by Don something, I think. Yes, I have, but it was a long time ago. I couldn't tell you anything that happened. I need to rewatch it. It's on Netflix, I think. But, yeah. Couldn't tell you much. Blue Valentine or Marriage Story? I haven't seen Blue Valentine, so automatically Marriage Story. Leo won in 2016. For what? I'm talking about like 2016 movies. I thought he won for the 2015 film. But 2016, what was in 2016? I do love Leo in Wolf of Wall Street, I guess. But that's not the answer, I don't think, either. I really like Jonah Hill in Wolf of Wall Street. Thank you so much, AB. Favorite Edgar Wright film? Probably Hot Fuzz. What's your favorite psychological film? I don't know what that means, but yeah. What awards do you think Joker will win? I think it has a good shot at Best Score. I think Joaquin Phoenix has a good shot at Best Actor. I think it is going to win Best Score. I'm trying to think of who else is up for Best Score, but I think that's going to... I want Randy Newman, but he won't win. There's a lot of great scores this year, for the record. But yeah, I think Joker has that one. But it doesn't have a lot, like, guaranteed, you know? Favorite film score? Mine is Moonlight. It is a great score. I have it on vinyl. My favorite is probably, um, I might say Moonlight. Moonlight's has a really good score. I mean, every time you listen to it, it like immediately takes you back to the film. It works insanely well in the film, so it's great to listen to outside the film. I really like it. Yeah, Nicholas Patel is so good. Yeah, but I guess I really like the Synecdoche, New York score too by John Bryan. Uh, Chicago. I'm not telling you where in Chicago I live. AB, thank you so much again. I really appreciate it. Thoughts on Little Women? Have not seen it yet. Favorite overall movie character? That's really tough. You guys are asking tough questions tonight. I'll think on it. I don't know. Okay. Oh, Casey Affleck won. Did someone just say that? Yeah, because that was Manchester by the Sea. Yep. That was a great performance, too. Not my favorite of the decade, though. Deathstroke, thank you so much. Favorite Alfonso Cuarón film? Y Tu Mama Tambien. Hands down. Yeah. Should I watch Salo? If you want to, if you're curious. Again, it's pretty disturbing, so just know that going into it. Don't tell you I didn't warn you. But yeah. Midsummer score will be snubbed. That is a great score, and it's 100% getting snubbed, so be prepared for that. The Uncut Gems score. Now that's a great, that's a really good one. What do you think of 6 Feet Under? I haven't seen it. If you haven't already yet, would you let people who follow you recommend you movies you haven't seen yet? Yeah, I do that all the time. People recommend me shit nonstop. Have you seen End of Eva? It's animated. No, I have not. Do you like mayonnaise? Yeah, I like mayonnaise. I need something more than this broccoli, to be honest. It's pretty good, but some needs to spice it up. I love broccoli, but what the hell is your thought on The Life of Pi? I liked The Life of Pi. I watched it before I got into film, and I remember really liking it, so. And I probably would too now. Just want to say hi from Australia. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hello from Chicago. I feel like I missed one. I did. AB, thank you. Finally asking a question. Thoughts on Melancholia? Melancholia is one of my favorite films ever. I watched it this last spring and loved it, and have really not stopped thinking about it since. It's one of the biggest. It's a film that emotionally hit with me in a way like not a lot of films have, and I love it. And it's crazy unique, and some great performances. Yeah, I love Melancholia. Probably my favorite Lars von Trier. Cool. I think we're caught up there. Go down slow. Thank you. Okay. There we go. A bunch of... Cool. Okay. Thoughts on The Master? Just watched it. Thank you so much, Kim. I love The Master. It's not my favorite Paul Thomas Anderson, but I love it. I think it's pretty great. Really well shot. Yeah. What is your favorite French film? What is my favorite French film? There's one that I loved. Raw. I like Climax. I love. Come on, where's my list? L'Enfance Nu is really great from Maurice Pialat. Uh, Mommy is French, right? Yeah, I like Mommy by Xavier Dolan. I love La Haine. That's a fantastic film. Yeah, I'll go with those. Chris J, thank you so much. Pardon me, but did you just say you put mayo on broccoli? No, I never said that. I never said a such thing. I just have this bowl of broccoli here, but I don't have any mayo on it. I would not put mayo on this broccoli. Angelo, thank you so much. You look like you live in Logan Square. I'm not giving away my location, but I don't live in Logan Square now. That's funny. Okay. Cool. Nice. Sick. Have you seen any Argentinian movie? Which one? Contest? I have not. Not that I know of. But yeah. Ali, thank you so much. Have you ever watched anime before? If so, what have you seen? Yeah, I've watched anime. I haven't seen like a lot, but I've seen more. I've seen enough to where I'm not about to list everything I've seen. Thank you so much, Gabriel. But I like anime. You count Studio Ghibli. I know some people don't, some people do. Love all their films. My Neighbor Totoro. I've seen a few episodes of Cowboy Bebop, if you count that. I love Akira. Yeah, I haven't seen as much as I want to, but yeah. My Rich Life, thank you so much. Watch Crouching Tiger. Need your thoughts. I've always wanted to see that, and my friend Nick just watched it, and he said it was insane, and that he loved it, and I was like, I trust your opinion, so I want to check that out. Did I miss anything? No. Okay. Need a good documentary recommendation. Do you need a good documentary recommendation? Because Crumb, directed by Terry Zwigoff on the cartoonist Robert Crumb, is probably my favorite documentary ever. I have the Criterion, and it's fantastic, and I believe it's on the Criterion channel. And if not, it's available on Amazon for like $3.99. But this is a fantastic film. It's insanely entertaining. It's insanely interesting. And it's the best documentary I have ever seen. Mommy is Canadian. God damn it. All right. That's on Amélie. I don't like Amélie as much as I want to, but I do like it. So that doesn't make any sense. I like it. Yee boy, thank you so much for the $1.99. How would you recommend starting to analyze films? You don't need to you could just start on your own. There's not like a list of things you need to do to begin. So you can just start. Like if you watch a movie and you have a way of looking at the camera or the light or the sound that you feel is interesting, just write something up. If you feel like sharing it, make it into a video or post it on Medium, and yeah, or Letterboxd. Thank you so much for the $3. Film and filmmaker of the decade. Filmmaker of the decade. That's a tough question. You know what? They just I think it was like Los Angeles Critics Association. Someone just gave Denis Villeneuve the filmmaker of the decade award, and I would get behind that. I think he's had he hasn't made my favorite films of the decade. I don't think any of his stuff is a 5 for me, but he's had a fantastic decade. And he's closing it out, if you count 2020 with, I guess nobody counts 2020, but he's closing it out with Dune. And he started with, he did Enemy and Prisoners and Arrival and Blade Runner. I mean, he's had a great decade, so probably Denis Villeneuve. And my favorite film is probably Moonlight at the moment. But Barry Jenkins hasn't done enough to call my favorite filmmaker of the decade, so yeah. Okay. Would you like to... God damn it. Would you like to watch the rest of Almodovar's filmography? Yes, I would love to. I really want to check out the rest of his work because I loved Pain and Glory so much. I mean, I think that's a top 10. It's right on the edge, so we're going to see how Little Women is and how 1917 is, and, fuck it, how Cats is, and we'll see. But, oh my god. Taylor Luke, thank you so much for the $20. That's insane. Really appreciate it. Here's my last questions here. What is your favorite director? What is the most dark, brutal, and upsetting film you've ever seen? What is the best cinematography you've ever seen in film? And thoughts on Paul Blart Mall Cop. My favorite director is it switches up a lot, but I think someone who I consistently love is Paul Thomas Anderson. Yeah, or Charlie Kaufman, but I'll go with Charlie Kaufman. And what is the most brutal, dark, and upsetting film you've ever seen? It's got to be... you know what? No, my favorite director is Yorgos Lanthimos. But the most brutal, dark, and upsetting film you've ever seen is either Irreversible or Angst. Irreversible, directed by Gaspar Noé, and Angst, directed by... I forget his name. What is the best cinematography you've ever seen in film? That's a good question. I loved... If you're talking about what cinematography has influenced me a lot visually, it's probably First Reformed. I reference that style a lot. I love the way it looks, but that's definitely not the best cinematography I've ever seen. I don't know. I'm going to have to think about that one. Yeah. I'm not sure. Blade Runner is pretty fantastic, but I don't know if that's it for me. Thoughts on and thoughts on Paul Blart Mall Cop. It's awful. I mean, it's bad. I watched it with my parents back when it came out when I was little, and it was, yeah. Thanks again for the $20. Angelo, thank you so much for the $9.99. Thank you for the live stream. Got to go back to work. Good luck with you and your team on Keychain Chicago all the way. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Genuinely. Thank you so much. Let's catch up. All right, Gabriel, thank you so much again. Yo, I do animation. What's your favorite animated film? That's super cool. Feel free to send me your work in DMs or something, and I'll check it out. My favorite animated film that isn't Mr. Fox, if you don't want to count stop motion, is probably robots. I'm kidding. I don't know. I'm going to say Ratatouille. I'm going to say Ratatouille. I love it. CEO, music. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Just want to make sure we got everybody. All right, cool. Now I got to check again. Mark's Devil, thank you so much. What film disappointed you this year? What did disappoint me this year? I just saw Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood today and wasn't thrilled by it. Wasn't my favorite thing. It was good, but, you know, I liked Can You Ever Forgive Me a lot more. Let me look at my list. What disappointed me? I liked Honey Boy, but I wanted to love it. Detective Pikachu was disappointment of the decade, to be honest. Really wanted to love Detective Pikachu. That's my answer, yeah. Opinion on The World's End. Haven't seen it yet. I know. Okay. Nick, thank you so much. Can you say Ethan sucks? Ethan sucks. Not Ethan Hawke, but Ethan sucks. Okay. Sick. Favorite horror film? Probably Climax. I really loved that movie. Okay. Cool. I think we're caught up. I'm gonna take a sip of water. Doing a lot of talking. How long have we been live for? 45 minutes. I used to roll through these no problem, and it's been a while, so I'm just... Favorite South Korean film other than Parasite? If I'm being completely honest, I haven't seen a lot of South Korean cinema, besides Bong Joon-ho's work. So I can't really say, but I'd love to check out more. And I'm open to recommendations, so send them my way. But yeah, best Brockhampton song, probably, I love Boogie, so. Do you think that the Diary of a Wimpy Kid series of films is impressive for what it is, or is it just plain bad? I think it's, I haven't seen any of them, so I can't really have an opinion. I liked the books, but, yeah, I would need to watch any of those films before I have an opinion on it. Favorite Disney movie? God, I don't know. I was never that into Disney as a kid. I mean, if you're counting Pixar, Ratatouille, but I liked Zootopia. Trinity, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Favorite young actor? You know, whoever played. I'm gonna name drop him because he deserves it. Noah Jupe or Jupe, or I think it's just Jupe, who played young Shia in Honey Boy. He was fantastic, and I'm really looking forward to what he does in the future. Thoughts on new Jumanji? I haven't seen it. Why not Ford v Ferrari? It's so suspenseful. I didn't think so. Not in my opinion. Except for the race scene in the third act. Thoughts on In Fabric? Haven't seen it yet. I've heard mixed things. Most intimidated movie of next year? I don't know. I haven't thought about it that much. What film made you rethink life? Synecdoche, New York. Thoughts on Shia? I think Shia is about to have the best comeback. He's already had his comeback. He's just chilling. I think he's he's a great guy. Gets way too much shit. Mista, thank you so much. Julia, thank you so much. Say democracy passionately for my friend. It's an inside joke. Democracy. I hope that worked. But thank you so much for the $5. Democracy. That worked. Okay. Depressed Scottish dogs. Great username. Thank you so much. Is there any movie better than The Book? I haven't seen The Book. Oh, are you? You're talking about. Okay, no. I thought there was like a movie called The Book. I enjoyed Hugo more than the Hugo book, and I think that might be a hot take, but that's my take. I was just thinking of something that was better than the book. I forget. But you know what looks ass? I read this book called, I'm sure you've heard of it. It was one of those, like, Amazon, it was like a bestseller. It was called Little Fires Everywhere, and I read that book over the summer because it's like, I just saw it online, and it looked good, and it was great. I really liked it. And they're making it into a Hulu miniseries, and they dropped the teaser trailer or something a few days ago, and it looks ass. Not gonna lie. I mean, it looks like it'll appeal to the types of people that go use Amazon to find whatever they need all the time, if that makes any sense. But like it looks like it appeals to like the most average Joe, like living in like an apartment in New York. I don't know, but doesn't look like my thing. But I'll probably watch it just because I did really like the book. Nick, thank you so much. Thoughts on Tarantino scripted true romance? I have not seen that yet, so can't really tell you. Sketchy Nate, thank you so much. SDB Productions, thank you so much. Love your stuff. Thoughts on Being John Malkovich? That's a fantastic film. Very dense film that I did not understand completely when I watched it, and still don't understand. If anything, I understand it less because I forgot a little bit about it. But that's a great film. Super original. One of my favorite synopses. Come on. It's glitching. Okay. Cool. Thoughts on Happy Feet? It's decent. Can you do a Narnia review, and what are your thoughts? When I was a kid, I really liked the first one, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Thank you so much, by the way. Croissant. And then when there was the second one, and I remember going to it and not liking it as much. And I think there was a third one. It might have been the third one or it might have been the second one. But I fell asleep. I got so bored. I was a piece of shit in middle school. I took my headphones and I plugged them in and just listened to music the rest of the movie. I did not like whatever the rest they do. Blah. I did not like the rest of the movies following that first one. So that's my thoughts. What books do you like? Shit, I don't read that much, but I'm reading this one right now. It's called The Great Alone. It's fine. I'm not that hooked on it. And I tried reading this one, The Peregrine, because Werner Herzog says anybody that wants to go into filmmaking should read it. And I understand why he said that. I think it's like playing with learning how to see through the perspective of someone who isn't yourself. And I think that's crucial to filmmaking. But I haven't read the entire book because, to be honest, it's very boring, in my opinion. So I can't really say that is why you should read it if you want to go into filmmaking. But I'm assuming that's what he was getting at. But I'd like to finish it someday. But I couldn't get into it at all. Yeah, and I really like David Sedaris. He's really funny. He's one of my favorite authors. Okay. Let's see. I'm assuming I missed My Rich Life. Thank you so much again. Favorite male and female performances of all time. Jeez, man, these are big questions. I mean, Philip Seymour Hoffman in Synecdoche, New York is great. Let me look at my list. I loved Brad Pitt in Tree of Life. I don't know, man. I need to think about this one some more to give a good answer. But I'm realizing a lot of my favorite movies aren't because of performance. They're just like, yeah, I'll leave it at that, I guess. But thank you so much. Trinity, thank you so much. Message retracted. Wish I could see it, but thank you. Colin, appreciate it. How's film school? Career plans? Film school's going great. We're wrapping it up. I've learned a lot this year in editing. And career plans, I'm going to be in LA this winter. Don't know where I'll be working yet, but I've applied a bunch of places, and I don't really know what my career plans look like right now. I'm just kind of hanging out. Cool. Sweet. Al, thank you so much. Why are you blonde? I'm blonde because I felt like dyeing my hair back in the fall, and I didn't realize how long it would last. Like, I thought my hair grew faster than it's growing pretty. We're getting to the point where I can cut it again. We're just slowly getting to the point where I cut it and then it's gone. And yeah. But I like my blonde hair, for the record. That's on Eli. I don't know who Eli is. Cool. Blonde or Channel Orange? Blonde. Thoughts on the Taxi Driver soundtrack? That's a great soundtrack, yeah. Ethan, appreciate it. Thank you so much. Can you say Nick sucks? Also, have you seen the new season of Mr. Robot? And if so, what are your thoughts? Nick sucks. Not my friend Nick, but Nick sucks. No, I only saw the first season. So, but I liked it. It's not like I didn't like it. I need to just catch up one of these days. LA is great. I heard someone say up there. LA is great. You'll love it there. Thanks, Josh. I'm looking forward to it. Not looking forward to the traffic. One Vorname, one too long of a name. Thank you so much. I'm drunk. What's going on? Greetings from Germany. Hope you're having a good night. It's late as fuck there. But it's going great. Thank you so much for donating. And greetings from Chicago. I've always wanted to visit Germany. Croissant, thank you so much. Do you respond on Twitter? And thoughts on HP 1 through 7? Oh, Harry Potter. I get a lot of stuff on Twitter. I get like a ton of messages and replies. So, maybe I'll respond. Usually it gets lost in the clutter. But send me. It's worth a shot. And thoughts on Harry Potter 1 through 7? I've only seen, I think, 2 of them. I was never a Harry Potter kid, so I don't really have a lot of thoughts. Jeez, so many tonight. Skit, thank you so much. Have you listened to JPEG Mafia? If not, you should. I love JPEG Mafia. I met him a year and a half ago at one of his concerts. It was more than a year and a half. It was like 2 years ago when he was touring with Injury Reserve. I got to meet him after his set, and he was really polite. He was a really nice guy. And I really liked his new album, but I think I like Veteran more. But thank you so much. Sebastian, thank you so much. Really recommended watching Burning. It's Korean 2018. I have seen Burning. Burning's great. Not one of my favorites from that year. I need to rewatch it. The length and the pacing is essential to what the film's going for, but I didn't love it. I like that. It kind of got to me at a certain point. Lost my interest. But yeah, thanks so much. Al, thank you again. Would you agree that you look like the love child of James Franco and Ralph the Movie Maker? I've been told that so many times, so yeah, I think I'm obligated to agree at this point. I have to, so yeah. Gaspar Noé is Argentinian. I knew that. I just know his films are in French. Do those count as Argentinian films? I don't know. Cool. I thought I missed another one, but maybe not. Cool. Opinion on Inherent Vice. I like Inherent Vice. It's probably down in like my least favorite, or the later half, whatever, of PTA. But that doesn't mean it's a bad film. The man has never made a bad film. That's just probably my least favorite. A lot of people did not realize that with and I understand the upset frustration with my Scorsese video, but there was no winning there. You have to understand. And I'm not about to go into it. It's just like, he's made a lot of movies. There's going to be some great ones that are in the bottom half, and we just need to accept that. BN, thank you so much. Not sure if anyone's asked, but how do you feel about the fact that Willem might get snubbed at the Oscars? I'm sad about it. Yeah, he's going to get snubbed. He's 100% not going to win, and we all need to accept that. But yeah, it sucks. I'm pretty sad about it. But thank you so much. Aaron, thank you so much. Advice for Scottish student filmmakers. I can't really give you advice on something as specific as that, but I can give you advice as a student filmmaker as much as I can. Just make as much stuff as you can. Use all your resources, because I didn't as much. And yeah. Ryan, thank you so much. Laura Dern or Zhao Sujin, I hope I'm pronouncing her name right, for Best Supporting Actress. Thoughts on the In the Heights trailer? I haven't seen the In the Heights trailer yet. I loved Zhao's performance in The Farewell, but I'm Laura Dern. I'm all for Laura Dern right now. So, thank you so much for the $5. Hey man, big fan. I have a question about music videos. What is your personal favorite and why? I genuinely would like to know. I get asked this a lot, and there's a lot of times where I watch a music video and I'm like, that is my favorite video, but then I forget about it. But That Too Shall Pass by OK Go has always been a personal favorite. I think it still holds up to this day. I think it's amazing. There's a video that Alpha Media talked about. It's a rap video for I forget what the name of the song is called, but it's got like LP and Danny Brown and a bunch of other guys. It's a great video though. It's shot in black and white. I can't remember the name of the song though. The Last Huzzah, I think it's called. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. It's a great video. Yeah, but thank you so much, James. Appreciate it. Lily, thank you so much. Can you say Judy Blume with a soft J? Also, what are with these requests? Also, what are your thoughts on Illinois by Sufjan Stevens? Judy Blume? I don't know. I don't know if you're trying to get me to say something, but Illinois by Sufjan. I love that album. My favorite Sufjan Stevens album is Carrie and Lowell. I think it's one of the best of the decade, but Illinois is fantastic. Some of his best songs ever are on that album. Okay. Catching up. Nick, thank you so much again. Thoughts on Nicholas Winding Refn's Drive with Ryan Gosling? Probably his best film. I've watched all his other shit, except for the new one on Amazon, the miniseries. But Drive is probably his best. I didn't want to say it's his best because I appreciate the risks he takes and everything else. But Drive, he's not dicking around with the filmmaking the way he is in those others. So it's a great film. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, we're caught up. Cool. Garrett, thank you so much for the $5. Matthew, thank you so much. Please acknowledge the likelihood that someone at the Oscars has to pronounce Hilder. Yeah, I know. I love you so much. You are my inspiration. Thank you so much. Love you too. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's gonna be really funny. I'm sure, they're gonna instruct whoever is presenting the award backstage how to pronounce it. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny. She deserves it though. She did a fantastic job with that score. Let's see. Do you like Pop 2 by Charlie XCX? Yeah, do I? Is that her new... No, her new album's just called Charlie, right? I don't know. I don't listen as much Charlie as I want to, or as that I claim to. I really like her song Gone and White Ferrari, but and Blame It On Your Love, the remix by Dylan Brady specifically, but I haven't listened to enough of her stuff. Yeah. I Love Boys. That's a great song. Thank you so much, OG Adis. You should watch The Invisible Guest. I think it would blow your mind. You are awesome, and we all love and appreciate you so much, man. Thank you so much. I love and appreciate you guys so much. I haven't seen it yet, but yeah, I'll check that out. The Invisible Guest. I'll keep that in mind. Diane Robinson, thank you so much. Can we talk the Safdie's filmography real quick? Yeah, they're fantastic. All their stuff is on the Criterion Channel, so I've just taken advantage of it and watched a lot of it. And I think Heaven Knows What is on Prime. I haven't seen Daddy Longlegs yet, but I'm gonna watch it very soon because I want to be able to say I've seen it all. But yeah, their filmography is insane, and it's really cool to see how they've progressed into making something as big as Uncut Gems. Because let me tell you, Uncut Gems is huge. So yeah, thank you so much for the $2. Cool. My jaw's starting to hurt from talking so much. 100 Gex. Alexa, thank you so much. Love all your videos so much. Also, Leo or Timmy? Timmy, because Timmy's not 50 years old dating 20-year-olds. Jacer, thank you so much. Diary 001 or Immunity? Is that an album or a film or is that a Charlie XCX thing? Why does that ring a bell? Wait, Diary. Oh, that's Claro. I definitely Immunity, because I didn't like Claro before her new shit. Because I didn't like the stupid bedroom pop sound. It got so repetitive after a while, and I was like, Claro's just another one of those artists. But Immunity, she really stepped out, and the production is nice and fat and just, you know. I think it's because Jack Antonoff helped with it. It's just such a great album. So Immunity all the way. But thank you so much. And her songwriting is so good in Immunity. Yeah. 2019, shooting my shot letterbox follow. A rich review. I used to do this and don't anymore, but everybody go follow A Rich Review. But it clouded up my feed and I had to stop doing it. So, but thank you so much for the super chat. You just got to understand that's not what I do, but everybody else, give them a follow. Let's see. Love all your videos so much. Oh, I already read that. Appreciate it. S. Seal, thank you so much. Thoughts on Bombshell? Have not seen it yet. That's another one. I forgot about that one that I need to see before I do my 2019 list. I don't see it being like a major like favorite film of the year, but you never know. So I'm waiting to see that one. Let's see. Best performance of the decade. I already told you I can't really figure that one out. Do you follow Quentin? No, I do not. Tall Girl. I've never saw it and don't have any urge to see it. Sorry to the Tall Girl fandom in the chat. Who would you cast in the new PTA film? I want to see Brad Pitt in a PTA film because he hasn't been in anything by PTA, right? Right? I think so. Yeah, would love to see Brad Pitt in a PTA film. I think his humor would match really well with PTA's humor. Cool. Just want to make sure I didn't skip over anybody. Okay. Again, no spamming in the chat, please. Favorite film of the decade, Moonlight. What are your thoughts on Good Boys? Haven't seen it. What is your thoughts on Rocket Man? Pretty good. Pretty underrated. It's not... it's a film that I'm just, like, really supporting and pushing for because, it's nothing fantastic in my opinion, but I want it to succeed solely based off the fact that it should be doing a lot better than Bohemian Rhapsody did last year, and that's how I feel about it. Mitchell, thank you so much. Scorsese versus Tarantino. I think Scorsese is a more ambitious director. Don't even, come at... I think Scorsese has just experimented with a lot of different styles, and I think he's still experimenting. Here's how I'll put, Scorsese is bringing himself out of his comfort zone while still staying true to his style. And this isn't a bad... I like Tarantino's work, but Tarantino has doubled down on his style and is really... He's taking risks, but in his own circle. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was not trying to be anything other than a Tarantino film, and The Irishman is trying to be something huge. And I appreciate that. But, if we're talking ratio, Tarantino has had a more consistent track record for me. But, so it's hard to say. Because, I think I would say I like King of Comedy more than I like any of Tarantino's work. But Tarantino has not really made like a truly bad film. And I didn't like Boxcar Bertha. So yeah. That's an interesting debate. I've never thought of it. But I didn't know I had that many thoughts on it either. Johnny, thank you so much. What did you think about Foxcatcher by Bennett Miller? Did it change your perspective on how the sport of wrestling is like? That's a very brutal film. It did. It did without knowing it. Now every time I think about wrestling, in the back of my mind Foxcatchers. But it's not my favorite film. I think it's just the tone doesn't work with me entirely, but I think it's impressive. I think it's ambitious. I think Channing Tatum and Steve Carell did an amazing job in it. But yeah. Cool. We're going to cut this at hour 30. Jaser, thank you so much. Where will we be able to watch Keychain? Either on YouTube or Vimeo, and I can't really say when. Maybe I'll put it on Amazon. It depends on kind of how it goes. Matthew, thank you so much. How does poster graphic design affect your interest? It really does. We can all say it doesn't, but at the end of the day, it's like I was more interested, for example, with my Scorsese binge, I was more interested in watching certain films over others because, for example, the Bringing Out the Dead poster design, in my opinion, is ugly and dated, and I was like, that looks uninteresting. So I wasn't necessarily looking forward to that, but that ended up being one of my favorites. But yeah, it affects my interests, if I'm being completely honest, because I love poster design, and if it looks ugly, it says something. It's why Yorgos Lanthimos has me very interested every time a new film comes out, because I'm like, that looks fantastic, because his posters are the best in the game right now. Al, thank you so much. Should robots win all the Oscars to make up for the 15-year-long snub? Yeah, sure. I have my my loose DVD copy right here, just sitting in my desk. It's probably got scratches all over it, but yeah, sure. Thank you so much for the super chat. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. Cool. I think we're all caught up. Yeah, just making sure. Yep, we're all caught up. Did you watch Rick and Morty? I've seen a few episodes, but I wouldn't say I like consistently watch it. So have you ever considered doing your end of the year list like YMS does? That makes sense because he does them like a few years after to make sure he does. Like it makes sense, but you know I'm a type of person I like to. I think summarizing the year in film as the year is coming to a close is pretty nice and satisfying, and that's just the way I like to do it. But yeah, it does come with the annoyance of missing out on some films. But this year I am pretty good. This year I'm gonna miss out on very few. I think. I feel bad. 'Cause, like if I had not gone to festivals, I would have missed Portrait of a Lady. But thank God I saw it. What's your guiltiest pleasure bad flick that you love? I'll be honest. I would happily rewatch SPF 18 with some friends because it was a lot of fun to watch in the moment. Favorite Linklater movie? I have not seen a lot of his shit. I've never seen the Before trilogy, so I will just go ahead and say Boyhood, but that's definitely not the right answer. Love you, Karst. How often do you screenwrite? Thank you so much, Ben. I don't write as much as I should. I write only when I'm like making something, and that's usually every 3 months or something. And usually that thing it doesn't end up getting made. I just kind of write it, but yeah, I should be writing more often. Jeff, thank you so much. Favorite food in Toronto you had during TIFF? I went to a Mexican restaurant. This isn't my favorite, but I will shout out Tim Hortons because they're pretty good. But I went to this Mexican restaurant. I forget the name. That was kind of close to the venues, and they had some amazing burritos for like cheap price. Like some of the best steak and rice combo. Like they just went together so well. I loved it. So, can't say what it's named because I don't remember, but it was great. I had a lot of McDonald's during that trip, sadly, because I was just in a rush to go from screening to screening. So, you know, the night of the Goldfinch, I was just in a rush and I needed to eat. So I went to McDonald's at like midnight and went home and woke up and saw Jojo Rabbit. But yeah. Let's see. I might be going to Sundance this year, by the way. Maybe. We'll see. I have a cool thing that might happen. Big inspiration for me, Karst. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, Blood Mountain. Really appreciate it. What is your opinion on British films? Have you seen many? I've seen a good amount. There is a British film, I think it's British, called Sorry We Missed You by Ken Loach that came out this year. I saw it at Cannes, and it's one of my favorites of the year. So, there's that. What did you think of Knives Out? I loved it. Knives Out is one of the best of the year as well. It's very fun. All right. You know what? I'm going to cut it pretty soon because I'm getting tired. But I'll answer a few more. I'll stick around for maybe, let's say, 5 more minutes. Favorite Taika Waititi movie? Probably What We Do in the Shadows. But I did really love Jojo Rabbit. Do you like Midsommar? I do. Did you watch I Lost My Body? Yes, this is a great time to talk about this. I watched, there's this movie, if you didn't know, it's French. It's on Netflix. It's an animated film called I Lost My Body about a hand traveling around. And it's really good. It's a really great film. And it's one of the best animated of the year. I still think I prefer Toy Story 4. Even, you know, as much as I want to support the more independent filmmakers here, but it's really great. and I hope it gets some Oscar love in the animated category because it's a great film. Do not let it go under your radar. Damn, the questions are really coming in now. Cool. If Wes Anderson could remake a movie, I'd love to see him do an Edgar Wright movie. I'd love to see him do Hot Fuzz. My friend keeps telling me to see Ready or Not. Have you seen it? I haven't seen it. I wasn't crazy to see it, but I've heard it's not bad. So watch Evangelion. I know I've been meaning to watch Evangelion. Favorite Wong Kar-wai movie. What is my favorite Wong Kar-wai movie? I'm not crazy about. Hold on, let me see. I get mixed up. Wong Kar. I like In the Mood for Love. I've never rated it on Letterboxd, but I like In the Mood for Love. At least more than Chungking Express. So, probably that. Those are the only two I've seen, though. I've always wanted to see Fallen Angels. And what others did I wanted to see 2046. Yeah. Did I miss anybody? No. Thoughts on Snowtown or any Australian cinema that isn't Mad Max or has an Edgerton attached? I haven't seen Snowtown. I haven't seen a lot of Australian cinema, to be honest, that I can think of right now. Have you seen the French animated series The Long, Long Holiday? No, I have not. When is the top 10 of 2019 coming out? Probably around Christmas, somewhere in between Christmas and New Year's. I think that's gonna be the next video. I'm taking a little break before the holidays and after the holidays, just because I'm pretty busy with my short film and I'm just gonna enjoy being home and take a nice break. I've been going nonstop with editing, and I have a 2019 in film montage coming soon that I need to finish up. So once I finish that and see the rest of these movies, work on my short film and get that 2019, I'm just chilling. I'm gonna take a nice little break, and then I have a video on a musical artist that starts with K coming soon. Have you heard about Hilda on Netflix? I think that rings a bell. I have not really though. Thank you for the $2, but I will look into it. I gotta look into that. The Invisible Guest. AJ Ford, thank you so much. Favorite movie score of the decade? Probably Moonlight. Because I mentioned it as being my favorite of all time earlier. Thoughts on I, Daniel Blake? Haven't seen it. Thoughts on the new James Bond films? Don't have much of an opinion, but I'm excited. What's the title of your film? It's called Keychain. You can follow me on Twitter, where I have the Indiegogo posted. We've finished shooting, but we're still, in post-production, and we're planning on submitting to festivals, so, donations would still help a lot. But we've already gotten a lot of support, so thanks if you're in here and you've donated. We really appreciate it. Have you seen Patterson? Yes. It's probably my favorite Jim Jarmusch. Is it Jarmusch or Jarmusch? I've seen different people pronounce it differently. Okay, I'm going to finish this up. Thank you so much for all the super chats. I really appreciate it. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for asking questions. Thanks for all the love. Check out my new video. It's out now. I hope you guys